Hi, Tony Selzer here. Welcome to Zipline. You know, I'm so enamored with my job. Every day I get to talk to some of the most cutting edge technology companies, and they're right here in Indiana, and they're doing some amazing things. FormStack has really been doing a nice little gradual growth. No one really talks about this technology company that's right here in Indiana that is empowering all kinds of agencies, graphic designers to do some really high-end web development, you know, with at a low cost kind of cost of barrier, cost of entry. And so Chris Byers is the CEO. FormStack. What is FormStack? What are you guys doing over there that's really kind of allowed you to just hit this nice steady path of growth?
Yeah, I think one of the things that we've done, so we make it easy for people to build online web forms. And so probably the most powerful thing we've done over time is make it easy for people to find our product, sign up on their own, and we may never actually have a conversation with them or even support issues for plenty of our customers. They can get on and get their job accomplished without even having to talk to somebody. So that's probably the main thing. But then in addition to that, we've invested a lot of time in kind of the inbound marketing and developing a really good profile online and helping people find us online who are searching for kind of online forums. So that makes a big difference.
Well, there's two real significant geniuses I see about your company. One is, you know, growing rich in a niche, and not necessarily a niche of a target market, but just getting really good at the hot dog and bun and just making that, you know, exceptional. I mean, you know, forms is one of those overlooked kind of things that a lot of people don't think about. And, you know, but if it breaks and it doesn't work, I mean, it could be literally cutting off the lifeblood of an organization, especially ones that are building their entire business online and trying to use that as an integral part, the heartbeat of their marketing. And then you take that a mile deep, you know, if not 5 miles deep, and really create the ability for, you know, every company that's out there to take advantage of the collective, you know, mind power that your company has created to in the analytics and the understanding of what the best practices are, and give that to them in a really simple, easy solution. Am I overselling this, or is that pretty close?
No, but you are a good salesperson, so that's well done. No, I think that's right. We try to. Our goal is to provide a product that helps people kind of get back to the job at hand, and hopefully we present something that has a tremendous user experience. They can get in, build something really powerful, and feel like, oh wow, I just kind of won. I feel like I just won because I got something accomplished for really low cost, and yet it's really powerful and gets a lot done for me.
Yeah, Seth Godin says, you know, that when your buyers feel like they're taking advantage of you, that's when things really grow. And I think that's why your online presence has been able to effectively convert business. You know, one of the things I want you my followers to watch is, or to know, is that you guys used a very good old-fashioned way to grow your business, the strategic relationship, right? Tapping into other people that already have a customer base and creating, you know, kind of a, you know, you pat my back, I pat yours kind of way to grow your business. And those types of things are so powerful. Talk to us about how you've used that to grow.
Yeah, so one of the great things about, the software as a service kind of subscription model these days is that a lot of people build their software and then they have an open API. And so it's been really easy for us to go figure out, a lot of people collect email addresses and they want to get those into their CRM in Salesforce or into their email system like MailChimp. And so we've done those integrations. And so, but the reverse kind of thing that works for us is that we're all of a sudden profiled on, say, MailChimp's page, right? And they say, here's all our friends that can kind of help you collect more data, but get more emails into our system. And, you know, kind of referrals start getting passed to us. And so we've actually invested in probably 35 integrations over time, and that will always be, I think, a part of what we do. Right. And so now they're getting a bit more focused toward higher education and some of the CRM systems there and marketing and communications teams, but that's been pretty powerful for us.
And just understanding how to plug into that ecosystem, just Salesforce alone. I mean, every time Salesforce, makes an update, that all that code has to be maintained and managed and all those things. And when you've built websites, that maybe you're in your 100th or your 200th website and you got things breaking because somebody else made an update, you guys have an entire ecosystem to manage all that and to keep those forms working and upgraded and moving. And I think people really don't understand that. We have an app on the Salesforce App Exchange, and every time we have to do an integration, it's just one of those headaches that we kind of roll our eyes out, because the client acquisition is almost going to cost us as much as the integration, and that's what you guys do. That's that basic blocking and tackling that you guys execute and get done for your clients every day, so they don't have to think about those things. Is that another key value you guys bring?
Yeah, it's a great point. I mean, you have a good example there of Salesforce, even companies like Google and their spreadsheets and things like that, those APIs change a lot. And so if you've built a bunch of individual integrations, those break. We're going to notice that very quickly, or know about it beforehand and fix it. And so all of a sudden, thousands or 10,000s of customers kind of have a fix without having to do anything. And they're still paying us the same amount, and they never went down, or if there was an issue, it was really short.
And that's really why SaaS makes sense for your model. That monthly reoccurring, people look at that, well, I could just buy it and I'm done and I've got the code. Well, no, you don't, because if you want that thing to work over the long haul, the cost of rebuilding that every single time versus maintaining a relationship with you guys, it's insignificant. You're really taking advantage of you guys in allowing you to manage that as a service. I think that's what's so powerful about your value. So what are your ideal clients look like, Chris? You've kind of moved up the food chain here. You started with a graphic designer that wanted to do web dev, and now you're starting to see some of these larger deployments and these enterprise level things. What are those bigger clients that you're starting to get that are seeing the value of FormStack?
Yeah, I think one of the things that we've seen a lot of is, it's always really been a marketing and communications role. But now if I'm a small graphic designer, and one-man shop, something like that, I'm still managing somebody's website. And so this is, we've always been about that. But now it's kind of moving, to your point, up the chain a bit. And these are larger, fully focused, full-time marketing and communication teams. And their job is to get more data in the system, whether it's leads or building relationships with clients they've already got. And so they're often building forms across their organization, and they kind of own all of that. It's really time consuming. So if they can get a platform that's easy to use and distribute that out to their tens or hundreds of users, that becomes really helpful for them. And yet, all of a sudden, I'm empowered as an admin in some department to quickly generate a form. I've got the corporate branding. I don't even have to worry about that. I'm just kind of figuring out what form fields do I need. And then on the other hand, we're building analytics and ways to say, okay, there are bottlenecks in your form. You're asking this question, and people drop off and never finish your form because it's maybe worded poorly or confusing or something like that. And we can help communicate that so that ultimately, your job is getting easier, collecting more information, getting more students in the door or customers in the door just becomes that much simpler.
And the analytics piece of that next evolution is so important, because we're talking to customers that are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on pay-per-click, on getting people to their website, and they may not know that the third or the fourth question is breaking their conversion by 20 or 30%. I mean, those are tens, 20s, 30s of thousands of dollars that you guys are helping them save, not to mention the future revenue that they're getting off of that, those clients that they were able to convert. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that moving up the food chain, and that only comes because you guys were so good at staying down your swim lane and really making the best product in that space. And I think that's one of the powerful value props for FormStack. Where do you see the future of your company? Where do you see your product path going? What is the things that get you excited for the future of FormStack?
Yeah, I think probably the most interesting thing is again, our hope is that we are helping people get their job done better, faster, and they become more effective. And so if we can pass to them some just tools to get them to collect more responses. So for instance, take Facebook, for example, or all your social profiles. If we can, if somebody's on Facebook already and they're on your form, if they can click fill in my data and half the form's already filled out, that's amazing. Your conversion rates are going to go up. And so the more analytics and tools like that we can give you, the more ways to connect to your corporate systems and make sure that data gets into the right databases. Maybe it gets passed to people for approvals or denials. That kind of thing is going to be where a lot of our focus is going forward. But it's really about collecting more responses and how can we give you more tools to do that.
So if you're in Marcom and you want access to thousands, if not tens of thousands of man hours, building high-tech solutions that are going to facilitate and create more customers, FormStack is a great no-brainer way to kind of bring that on and give you access to that. And then the best practice collectively across the ecosystem that you can look at to allow to make better forms that drive better conversion. I mean, that's where it is right here in Indiana. 30-person company that's just nice, steadily growing and doing some positive things to change the tech landscape here in Indianapolis. Thanks so much, Chris, for being on the show.
Oh, yeah. Thanks a lot. It's been great.